My name is Michael Connett. I am the Senior Director of Programs and Communications with the Association for Career and Technical Education. Joining me on this call today is Andrea LaRosa, who is the Online Community Manager for the CORE community, and Lorraine Watkins and Michelle Conrad, both with the University of Central Missouri, who are our course developers and the masterminds behind the CORE process. The purpose for today is really to get acquainted with you, answer any questions that you might have about getting started in the community, foreshadow what's coming at the end of this week with the course CORE 101, and just respond to any technical or operational issues that you might have. So with that as agenda, I'll just jump in, make sure that everyone has logged into the CORE community to receive your credentials. If I could just do a quick poll, Diane, Karen, Michelle, I'm hoping that all three of you have now successfully logged into the community and updated your profile. Could you just either verbally let me know that's true, or drop me an email, or respond through the chat? Not everyone at once. Karen, can I?
Yes.
Have you been able to log into the community?
I haven't. I'm sorry. I haven't been able to do that.
All right, no worries. Michelle or Diane? And for some reason, I'm not able to hear them. Celia, hopefully you're getting their audio. If you could just check to see if they have been able to log in or not, that'd be great.
Hi there, Michael. Diane said that she had a bit of an issue logging in.
Okay.
Jim Hogan said he had logged.
Great. So in just a moment, we'll walk through some technical troubleshooting to see exactly where you may not have, or where you may have hit some speed bumps along the way. But I'd like to just, one moment, and if I could call on both Lorraine and Michelle, just to give you a brief to themselves, the CORE process that they developed at the University of Central Missouri. With that, Lorraine, Michelle, maybe a few words, please.
Well, this is Michelle. Lorraine, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Lorraine and I work for the University of Central Missouri, and we've housed the Missouri Center for Career Education for a number of years. And one of the things that we noticed a couple of years ago as the Common Core was coming out was that the CTE community did fit into it because of the career readiness component, and we wanted to explore what that looked like. So we pulled together a group of teachers, both English and math from middle school and high school levels, as well as CTE teachers across CTE content areas, so agriculture, family and consumer sciences, health sciences, so across the areas. And we brought them together for 2 days to really talk about practically, like, how do they see the Common Core in CTE courses. And so from that discussion, we kind of explored the standards, but then we also asked them the question, if you had to leave here today and teach to the Common Core tomorrow, what tools would you want in your toolbox? And one of the things that they had recommended was a process for CTE teachers to understand the Common Core and understand how it's related to their curriculum. So really that's where this all started. We had developed a PD based on that feedback, and we've been doing that around Missouri for about the last 2 years, probably hit about 700 teachers. So can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then ACTE had approached us about the possibility of doing a grant together and putting everything online. So, Lorraine, do you want to add to that?
Well, just to say we're real excited about this. The process is kind of the key to what our work has been in the professional development sessions we've done, and we're pretty excited to be able to share that to the wider CTE community through the modules that are going to be part of the core community. And to expand that into a broader sharing of resources and lessons and different tools to help everyone integrate academic standards into their existing curriculum, because that was the basis of our professional development, was starting with the CTE curriculum and what we already know and do.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. And there will be more time in about 15 minutes if you have questions for either Lorraine or Michelle. They're going to stay on the line with us and be able to respond. What I'd like to do now is just very briefly connect you with Andrea LaRosa, who's on the line with us. Andrea is our online community manager. Andrea, you should see that I have the actonline.org core community site up. I wonder if you could just walk through, and I'll click through the steps that our participants would need to follow to log into the community. Andrea?
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Andrea. Yeah, it's actually very straightforward, but I just wanted to put myself out there to say that if anyone needs any help or gets stuck at any point in the process of creating a profile or filling out a profile or doing anything within the community, then they are free to contact me as well. I think that the page that Michael is looking at right now has a help and frequently asked questions link to it, that a frequently asked question, and that takes you guys to the help desk. There's a whole lot of information about how to do stuff around the community there, but there's also a way for you to submit a trouble ticket or a support request, and there's my email address is actually corecommunity@actonline.org, and that's sprinkled throughout the help desk as well. And but just to go back to the other page, the core community page that Michael was looking at earlier, to get into the community. I'll give them a moment. So you want to click on log in, and on this screen you want to enter your ACTE online credentials, which is your login ID and your password. If you forget your password, it will you can just click on the forget your password link, and that will send it to your email. But so yes, just click on login, and then once it redirects, you just click on the core community link, and you should be in. And that will actually take you directly to your account in the core community. The only difference is that the core community has a profile that allows you to share a lot more about yourself as a CTE professional, and we encourage you to fill that out as fully as you can, so that your peers can get to know you, and that we can get to know you, and you can just tell us a little bit more about yourself. So, but again, if you get stuck at any point, or you encounter any errors on the site, or anything that you might need help with, please feel free to email me or send me a private message on the community as well, and I'm there to help.
Thank you, Andrea. In just a few minutes, we're going to open it up for any questions you might be having, technical or just working in the community, so that Andrea has a chance to respond. Right now, you should be seeing on the screen a link from YouTube to our Getting Started video. You may have missed seeing this on the instructions that we sent. This is a short 2-minute video which walks you through those login steps, but also provides you a good introduction to the course and to the content that's at the core community. So what I'm going to do to help everyone out, I'm going to go into my account in the core community and add to my latest activity, and I'm going to let everyone know that I've viewed the Getting Started video. And I've just made a post to the community. Hopefully you have an opportunity to see that link there and be able to watch the Getting Started video. I'll not go through the tabs and show you some of the functions that are here. Reserve that for any questions you have. But I do want to point out one very important thing. On the home page, which you can access either by clicking on home or the core community logo here at the top left, you'll see 4 boxes: the how to use this site, the view share lesson plans, the core 101, and the connect and comment. The one that I want you to pay attention to is the CTE Core 101. This link will be active on Friday, March 13th. We're a few days behind schedule on our testing and assessment of the learning management system that we're using. But when on Friday you have the opportunity to access the Core 101 course, you'll see a page that will look more or less like this. We're still going to make a few changes before Friday, where you will be able to access the 6 modules that comprise the Core 101 curricula. Lorraine or Michelle, any comments about that curricula or expectations for participation?
Well, this is Lorraine, and the modules that you see are designed to go in a 1 through 6 fashion, with one exception. Once you complete Module 1B, you're going to basically have a short pretest to see how familiar you are with the English language arts and the mathematics standards. And if you're already familiar with them, then you will be able to jump over 1C and 1D. If you're familiar with one but not the other, then you'll get to skip that one. And the heart of the core process will then start with Module 2.
The only thing I would add, this is Michelle, is that I think you're going to get out of this as much as you put into it. So if you're really interested in, and I know Michael sent out expectations for participation already, but if you really want to learn about the Common Core and how your curriculum fits in, this is a process that has worked to help teachers do that. So as much effort as you put into it is what you get out of it.
Thank you very much, Michelle and Lorraine. I'm going to just, and we've covered most of the slide deck information here, but I would like to, and you'll see on the screen now how to contact each of us. You'll also see links to the core community frequently asked questions page and how to submit a trouble ticket. So I want to invite you all to feel free to access any of us. We're here to help, and while we're piloting this, we really do appreciate your patience, but more importantly, your feedback on what we can do to improve the experience. So with that, I'd like to throw it open to questions that any of our participants today might have, ranging from just getting logged in all the way up to expectations in the course.
Michael, this is Lorraine. Just quickly before that, just one little correction on Michelle and my email addresses. It's ucmo.edu. Otherwise, you go to Central Michigan, and you won't find us there.
Well, we wanted to get you to a warmer climate, Lorraine. Thank you very much for that correction. That's my fault. So. Great. Aaron's asking a question. Aaron's completed the pre-participation survey, and he went to the following link, which he throws out the retrieve the password. It states that after the pre-participation survey, it would be sending him a new email, new login password, but apparently the system is not finding his email. And so, Andrea, if I could work with you, we'll go ahead and get Aaron into the system. I apologize, Aaron. We were doing bulk import lists and may have just gotten one or two that didn't make it into the system. So let us get that retrieved. I'll work with Andrea, and we'll get out the instruction sheet so that you'll have that to follow along with. Other questions? Diane, earlier I asked if you'd been successful and if you hit any speed bumps along the way. You said that it had happened, that you weren't able to log into the system. Was there something specific that you ran into that we could help you with? And Celia, I'm not hearing Diane's audio. I'm not sure if she's communicating with you or not, but if you are getting the question, if perhaps you could repeat it for us.
I had the same exact problems where it said I would get an email and was never able to log on that way, but I just went through the ACTE online portal and was able to get in that way.
Fantastic. Again, I apologize, but we will get password out to Aaron or to anyone else that needs to have that information. Was that Diane?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Michael, this is Karen. I'm able to get into, I'm in the Core Community website now, so I was able to get to that site.
Fantastic. Any other technical or operational questions? Great. What I'd like to do is just ask Michelle or Lorraine to give us a short look at something they're asking participants to do. So, Michelle, if you'd like to discuss that.
Well, and Michael, if you can click on the Forums button, if you go to the Forums tab up there at the top, you'll see the second one down says CCSS Resources. So this is an opportunity before we kind of get started, if there are resources that you've been using or lesson plans or that have already been aligned to the Common Core, that you can go into your particular group and upload those or share websites. We will be monitoring these so that we can add these to the resources for all participants if there's things that would be helpful for all teachers, but to at least share within your cluster area what are resources that you're already using or that are available in your state. So if you're able to go in and share that this week before the actual course or Core 101 gets started, that's something that I think we could use, especially as we move forward.
And if I could just add to that, Michelle, that the resources for your submission are categorized by the career clusters, knowing that is just a framework to contribute information. It is not in any way, shape, or form something that you have to adhere by. So if there's a general category that you'd like to submit to, you could do that as well. Are there other questions for Michelle, Lorraine, or Andrea, or myself? Great. Well, let me just recap. We're very excited having you join us in the Core community. The experience is really shaped around two activities. The first is the collaboration through the Core community environment. That's the space that hopefully you've all logged into or will soon be logging into. This is not unlike a Facebook or a LinkedIn group dedicated to the CTE professional. We've tried to assemble information and resources that are of value to you in your specific field, but we welcome and encourage your dialogue, communication, and networking with others who are here in this space. It's an important community because it will connect with the second component of the program, and that is the Core 101 online course. This is a series of 6 modules which, as Michelle mentioned and Lorraine explained, guides you through a well-documented process to better help integrate and connect core academics into your CTE classrooms. The two, the online community here at the core community and the CTE Core 101, are a part of an experience that we hope that you'll all be actively engaged in and providing us input and feedback on how we can strengthen it and its value to you and others in the CTE community. I want to just go back for one moment, make sure that you have handy all of our contact information. I look forward very much to you reaching out to us, letting us know of any challenges, any questions, or any suggestions, and we look forward to seeing you online. With that, we'll remain on the line for a few more minutes for any other questions or comments that you might have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oops.
Thanks, everybody.
If I might.
Please.
This is Jim at the Department of Education. We just received a new booklet this morning, and I don't know if it's available yet for publication, but as soon as it is, I will turn it loose on common criteria and quality indicators for career and tech ed programs. It's a new booklet that you may find some need or assistance with.
Fantastic, Jim. Could I ask you to make certain that you share that to our members of the community once it's available?
I sure will.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Sounds perfect. I appreciate you mentioning it and appreciate your willingness to share it in the community.
We'll try it and see if I can keep up.
I have no doubt you'll be great. Great, and I'm not sure if Aaron is still with us, but I did see your note that you were able to get into the system, but you would like us to make certain that your email address is updated, and I will make certain to do that as soon as we wrap up today. Great. Michelle, Lorraine, Andrea, anything else for the good of the group?
No, thanks. We're looking forward to seeing you online.
Yep, we'll see you online on Friday, we hope.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that if anybody has any questions about anything, feel free to shoot me an email.
As soon as we get done here, I'm going to try it and see what happens.
Fantastic, and let us know if we can help.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Bye now.
Bye.